could almost swear my heart gets colder with the air, and it gets hard to say the things that I don't mean.
I don't know if you saw my latest vlog, but if you did, this is the same forest. So you remember how bare and empty it looked? Well, now with fog and the first snow, it's a completely different landscape. It's like fairy tale land came down to earth, invaded the forest and said, okay, Toma, come and photograph something really beautiful. So this is exactly what we're going to do today. Some winter forest photography in foggy situations, or foggy forest winter photography, whatever you want to call it. This is exactly what we're going to do today. Hello everyone, my name is Toma. I'm a full-time landscape and travel photographer. This YouTube channel is all about landscape and travel photography, so if you're interested in this kind of topics, make sure to subscribe. You can also further support me by buying one of my editing courses. I have forest editing and landscape editing courses, and then I have my workshops in Tuscany, in the Dolomites, in Norway, and even in this beautiful forest. Next October you will be visiting this forest with me if you want to join me in one of my photo tours. All the links and all the details are on the link in the description of this video. So now let's get back to the forest.
As I shook beneath my bones, I felt your arms around my throat.
This is the first shot that I'm going to do, and after this we're going to move on another side of the forest that is not that present in my vlogs. But I just want to talk about the basics and talk about how I'm going to think about these photos. First of all, because of the snow, you have to overexpose. Your camera will tend to underexpose the scene, thinking it's too bright. You'll need to overexpose. Sometimes it is one stop, sometimes there are two stops. And the way I choose to photograph this is in a panoramic format. I want to capture the entire surrounding, the entire landscape. Other than overexposing with one or two stops, I think the other elements apply just as in all the other seasons.
You said please, but I don't believe anything. And I can tell you're scared.
Beside the usual shots that you can do in a situation like this, and the shots that I'm doing in a situation like this, I think it's also a good moment to experiment and find things that are different. I mean, I'm taking the shots that I know they're going to work, and I know that I can sell those photos, but I will also try to find interesting things. Like, for example, this tree over here, and as you can see, it has a different shape. It looks different from all the other trees, so probably I will go with a framing something like this. But finding elements like this in the forest, I think it brings something different to my photos and your photos. If you want to advance in your photography, you don't have to do the same shot over and over again.
To do the things you wouldn't dare, or be cursed to count your blessings on their own.
Also over here we have this really big gap between the trees, and the light just comes down from above, and it creates such a beautiful sensation, such a beautiful feeling of light entering the forest. It's like two worlds communicating, and capturing that with trees guarding those areas of light, or this area of light, with trees like pillars of a gateway, if you want. It can make you I think it's enough to make you dream or to make you wonder. Take a look at that tree over there. See how graphical it looks. See how the brightness of the background simply creates such a beautiful contrast. In a situation like this, fog helps a lot. It takes away from the clutter behind the tree, and this snow that it's present on the branches and leaves, it creates a really beautiful image. You can see also the leaves are a dark brown, and I'm gonna make them look a little bit red in the photo.
I can feel the weight, the pressing force to be afraid of the eyes of someone I knew I won't know.
I think I found something different, and take a look at this tree. See those fine, I don't know what these are, but I don't know how to call them, but you get the idea, you understand what they are. And I think framing this tree like a lonely tree with all those ice chains, if you want, hanging from it, I think it can create a really beautiful image. The only problem is to find an interesting way to compose the image.
As I come to meet my ghost, feel your arms around my throat. You said please, I don't believe. You say please, I won't believe anything.
Today I was very lucky. There was no wind in the forest. And I want to recap something. Whenever you have snow in the scene, make sure to overexpose with 1 or maybe 2 stops, depending on how bright the scene is. And when you are inside the forest, try to find trails, paths, try to find order, gaps in the trees from where the light goes in into the forest, and try to have fun and experiment and find different and beautiful things. Now I hope you liked this video. If you are a subscriber, thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, and bye bye.